just did some major damage at Hobby Lobby. I have not been very crafty, I feel like, when it comes to just branching out in crafts, and I've had a couple crafts that I've been wanting to do for the past couple months, and I wanted to show you guys a little haul that I got. And I thought that we could do these crafts together. I'm so excited. It just makes me feel like a little kid again, and it makes me feel like I'm in grade school again, doing crafts with my mom for school. I wanted to give you guys a little haul and kind of let you envision what I'm going to be making today. So the first thing that we're going to make together is a garden fairy bird house, and I will insert pictures right here. Not like a necessary thing when you have a cut flower garden or garden, but honestly I just wanted to branch out and do a fun little craft, and I've been seeing people put these in their gardens and it's just so cute, and I just thought it would be fun to do it. And I went to Hobby Lobby today and got a bunch of things to be able to do that. So that's the first project. And then the second project that we're doing is, I'll insert pictures right here too, is the DIY gold like frame magnet pictures that you put on your fridge. Throughout our whole entire time of being married, I have yet to have any magnets to put on the fridge, and I'm like, I need to make my own magnets so that when we get wedding invites or whatever, like I can put them somewhere, or just, you know, photos of us or sweet little things. And so we're making that today. I picked up a few pictures that I'm going to start with, but obviously I'll probably make more along the way. But let's give a little haul. So I found this cutie birdhouse for $5, and I found it was on sale, and it was originally $9.99, but I got it for $5, and it does have the little hang thingy. I don't know if I'm going to use that, but I wanted a regular wooden one so that I could like decorate it myself. And then I got some moss to put on top of the birdhouse. I can't remember how much this was, but yeah, I got some moss to put on top of the birdhouse for, you know, for my little fairy garden birdhouse. I don't really know what you would call them. There's just an assortment of like paper, flowers, birds, butterflies, prints on there, and so you can kind of see on the back what all is in here. But I thought even like putting one of these in like the gold frames for my magnets would be cute, and so this is what we're working with. I'm also going to put some of these on the fairy garden house. This type of paper too, this is a more cottagecore looking. I wanted some like regular print that looks like wallpaper to put on the fairy garden house, and so this is what we're working with. And I think those are all the flowers, and these are all the prints. How that turns out, and obviously I can put we can use this for the DIY frames as well. And then what else? Let's see, what else did we get? Oh, so this is for the garden fairy house. I got 2 sets of butterflies, which I honestly thought I only got these. I didn't know I got these too, so we double whammied it. But I got these butterflies to put on top of the garden fairy house. I think blue is so cute, and it kind of goes with like the cottagecore wallpaper theme. And then I got these butterflies, which I don't know if I'll use them, but they're blue and pink. And then just for funsies, I was figuring out if I was even gonna buy these or not, but I just think they're so cute. But I got these cutie little mushrooms to put on top of the garden fairy house, but also like around it in my cut flower garden. And this little home sweet home garden sign to put like by the fairy house. And then Lastly, we live, if you guys have been watching my channel for a while, we live in the Midwest, and right down the road is our neighbor owns Highland cattle, and they are just the highlight of our walks. They're so cute, they're so sweet, they come up to you, they're like big puppies. And so I found this cute little Highland cow to put by the garden fairy house with a little flower in its mouth and a cute little butterfly. I mean, this is truly their personality because we live by them. And I've always told Kyle one day I would love to own a couple Highland cattle and a horse, you know, so maybe one day. But I got that because we live close to them and I just think it's so cute. And so that's everything that I got for our garden fairy house. And I picked up some flexible adhesive magnetic strips for the DIY magnet frames. These are also at Hobby Lobby, and as you can tell, this is such an affordable craft. These were only $3.99, and look at all these frames that you get. I mean, I will be able to use these for a while, so I'm excited to see how this turns out. And then I did have to pick up a glue gun because I don't own one. And then I also have just had this on hand from, I can't remember where I got it, but I'm also going to put this in the garden fairy house. So, and then I just have some like fabric that I've had for a while. We have gingham, some ribbon, and these are pink hydrangeas. I don't know if I will use this, but I'm trying to like have as much as possible so that I can, you know, just be creative. And what I love about this and why I'm so excited to do this is something creative, and it has nothing to do with social media or like anything like that. I can just kind of get in my own little space for just maybe an hour or two and just be creative and make something, and it's just fun. And it also reminds me of when I was a little girl. We would make DIY Valentine's Day boxes for school, and there was this one year that I made a house, and I remember it was like butterfly garden themed, and that was my favorite Valentine's Day box for literally ever. And it just takes me back to how sweet that time was, where I was like spending that time with my mom crafting and making something cute and going to school and feeling so proud of like what you made. And I think that investing time in hobbies and doing things that are so small, and you don't have to do them, but doing things that fill your cup and remind you of your childhood is just so nostalgic and fun. And I'm just so excited. As you can tell, I have been wanting to do something like this for a while this year, and it's almost June and we're doing it. We're doing a summer garden craft. So I hope this video inspires you to get a little crafty, dive into your childhood, and really just do things that fill your cup that aren't social media and just get you away from your phone. So without further ado, let's start making our garden fairy house. if you guys can tell, but it looks like something has been in my garden, because there's places pulled up over there, and then if you go over here, that little corner is messed up. So we have some fixing to do, but hopefully the flowers will still be okay. So guys, it is the next day. We finished our fairy garden birdhouse DIY, and reflecting back on it, I will say that the moss is quite messy, and if I was to do it again, the sticky stuff that sticks to whatever you're applying the moss to, I'm pretty sure it's the same or it's equivalent to whatever they put on the mouse traps. It's extremely sticky. My nails kept getting stuck to the trap, and so when I do that again next year, when I make a DIY one again, I think that I would just rather super glue it with the peel stuff still on it, so that, because I feel like it messed me up a little bit when I was like applying the moss to the top of the house. And so, but other than that, I loved it. I thought it was so fun and so cute. I had to do a little bit of rearranging in my flower garden because some goats got into my cut flower garden, and they didn't eat any of the flowers, but they just like stepped into it. And so I was a little sad yesterday when I went to go put my fairy garden house in the garden, and I noticed that there were stuff messed up, and so hopefully that doesn't happen again. But besides that, I wanted to go over the second craft that I talked about yesterday. I ended up, and I went ahead and did a few on my own so that I could like get a routine down pat to be. So this is what it looks like. Let's see if it'll autofocus. So that's what it looks like. Took a little picture of Remy and put it in this little frame. I think it's so cute. And then I did this one. This one is so cute too. I don't know why it's not focusing on its own, but this one is so cute as well. Just put a little Fujifilm picture in here. This is like the easiest craft I've probably ever done, and it adds so much cutesy, homey character to my fridge. Let's go ahead and start this little project. we finished the crafts together, I thought it would be fun to make a homemade strawberry coffee syrup. I tried blackberry, I tried blueberry, and I think something very summery and fun would be able to do a strawberry one. And this is so easy. But basically for the strawberry recipe, you're just going to take a cup of strawberries. I would dice them up as much as possible just to make it easier for it to taste like the strawberries. But you're going to take a cup of strawberries, a cup of sugar, a cup of water, and a few drops of vanilla extract. You're going to put that into a pan and then you're going to let it boil. I think it's for like 7 minutes or 10 minutes. But basically when it comes to a boil, you're going to turn the oven off and you're going to strain it. And that's your strawberry coffee. So let's make some homemade DIY strawberry coffee syrup. Guys, I just finished the syrup. This is what the strawberries look like. They're very melted. I can smell it and it smells divine. I think this might be the best syrup. So I've got my little, it almost looks like an old-fashioned milk pitcher, but I'm going to just pour everything straight into there. I think having the strawberries like in the syrup will be cute. So I'm gonna keep the strawberries in there. So we're just gonna pour this in here. So let's see how this goes. This is how much syrup was made with the 1 cup of strawberries, 1 cup of water, and 1 cup of sugar. So if you're wanting to like have it for like a party or whatever, I would say doubling the recipe or even tripling it would be good. But because I'm going to be the only one that's drinking this, I'm just going to keep it for myself. Look at how cute that is. That is so cute. I'm so excited to try this in my coffee. So it's a little warm, so I'm going to let it cool down for a minute, and then we will make a fun little coffee with the strawberry syrup. Yeah. Now for the most satisfying part ever. Taste test. That's yummy. Well, that is the end of this vlog. I hope you guys enjoyed crafting with me, DIYing with me. I hope this gave you some inspiration to do in your own home. The gallery wall fridge magnets were so easy and simple, and they did not cost me a lot of money at all. Go Hobby Lobby, you can find all of these things there. It was so easy and simple, and it took me like 10 minutes to do all of the magnets together. So I hope that this inspired you to make your home more cozy, DIY, craft, and just spend some time away from social media and your phone and just dive into your creative hobbies. We call them grandma hobbies over here. I just hope this inspired you to get a little crafty, and I'm just thankful to have a more cozy home because of a 10-minute craft. I also hope that this inspired you to make a yummy coffee, whether that's with blueberry, blackberry, or strawberry syrup. Then I can attest that this is so good, and I will be making this all summer long because it's just a very summery latte in my opinion. So Thank you guys so much for watching this vlog and crafting with me. If you would like to see more of my videos and more of my content, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and like this video. And I'm so thankful that you guys are here and choosing to be on this journey with me. I will see you guys in my next vlog. Have a great rest of your week.